So what is your vision for your practice, or you as a lawyer? What is your, what now 20 years down the line, right? So how do you see your practice and your goal and vision for yourself?
See, litigation is itself something which takes a lot of time to establish. My visions at an early stage, it's always begins early in life. And what I realized in this profession, especially in litigation, if you're getting into litigation, you become part of one of the three pillars of the Constitution. That's as simple as that. When you become part of one of that important pillar of that Constitution, you can bring about a change. But you need to believe that you can bring about that change. So from the very beginning, I've been involved into a lot of small things, like, for example, in the GK2 RWA where I was staying, I helped the Gurdwara there. Some litigation they had, some litigation with respect to the roads, with respect to a place in GK2, which was earlier, the MCD came up with a notification that they will make the commissioner's bungalow there and the MCD staff quarters. It was on my PIL on behalf of the RWA, where we were able to get that premises, that building which was created to be used as a community center. Today, that place in GK2, that building is used for senior citizens club, for community center. So, we were able to change the entire purpose of it when it was being built. Not only this, I realized over the period of time when I became a lawyer, every time we would file a case, each date we would get would be minimum 1 year, 1.5 years, one single date. So you enter the court today, after your hearing, the date you will get will be after about a year or so. Over the period of time, again, you realize there were fast track courts which were made, but they became defunct over the period of years. The commercial courts came up, they also could not get established. They were all made on papers on temporary basis. Again, realizing that you're part of one of the pillars of the Constitution and you can actually bring about a change in this country, I filed a PIL. On my PIL, you can get that on the internet also. On my PIL, the courts made those ad hoc commercial courts, 22 commercial courts and 18 fast track courts permanent in Delhi, thereby making and establishing 40 new courts. So 40 new judges were appointed. So how things change over a period of time, not because you are just one individual. You are one individual who is now a lawyer, a litigation lawyer. So that's the kind of a change, that's the kind of a vision I think everybody should come up with. See around you, see what changes you can bring in, and I can assure you, as lawyers, you have the power to bring about that change. You just need to have that will and the vision.
Wonderful. Hina is doing a very interesting case. Maybe you can advise her sometimes. So she said that in jail, female inmates are not provided period care products, okay, like sanitary pads and all. And women are using a single cloth, many women sharing, and this kind of situation is there in many jails around India. And she is now filing RTIs, and maybe you can guide her how a PIL can be done. This is a basic human right, this kind of things.
Which is very good, I must appreciate this. And you are on the right track already if you are filing the RTIs. No PIL can be filed without RTI. I think RTI is one provision of law which was of great benefit as citizens. You can get your information, and unless you have the right information, your PIL will not survive. So first, your power is to get the right information and then frame it up to reach its logical conclusion by way of a public interest litigation. You can file a writ petition under Article 226. But before that, you must do your homework. Before that, you must know that whether this provision was already there, maybe we are not aware. If it is not there, has any request been made? How many women in the jail have made that request? Whether those facilities were provided, whether there is provision for providing these facilities, what is the amount the government is already subscribing and allotting for such purposes?
Yes.
Is there any such funds being allotted? And if so, what is it being used for? So those are the kind of information you need to make yourself strong with, and then file, and then write a letter first to the jailer and get them this information that, see, this is what we intend to do, and if you don't do it on your own accord, then of course we have the right to go to the court under a PIL, under Article 226, and take this as a constitutional right.
So I have a question for you. Like it's a little deviation from our topic immediately. Like we'll go into that shortly. But many law students have filed PIL successfully in India, right? They have filed different PILs and got success. On the other hand, there is a question that people are filing PIL just for name, fame, and without any real purpose, right? I think today I heard somebody had filed a PIL that the President of India should be removed and he should be appointed President of India. Right?
You are very right.
So this is also there. So now, if you can throw some light on how to identify a good subject of PIL, right? You gave just now a bit of idea, and of course this is one of the best ways that a young law student or a young lawyer even can learn about the process, right? And get more familiarity of how courts function, everything. It's a great way, I think. And not only that, I have noticed that when a young law student works on a genuine cause with genuine care, right? Not merely for publicity, but for genuine care, many senior lawyers pro bono will help them, will guide them, will show them the path. So this always happens. So if you can throw some light from your experience.
First and foremost, please don't file PILs just as learning techniques.
Sure.
There are better ways to learn the profession. But you must file PILs, not frivolous ones. A frivolous PIL is the one which you do it just for your chance or for some kind of unreasonable fame you feel that you may get. Unless that cause is genuine, you will not be able to build a case. Now, for example, what Hina just said, one, it seems like a genuine cause, but just because it seems like a genuine cause is not enough. She's doing her research, she's filing her RTI, she's getting those information. When you build a case with a lot of hard work, with a lot of information, then that shows that your intention is not just to file a frivolous PIL only to get some name, fame, or just to learn or get some kind of an experience. Do that hard work. If your cause is genuine, you will get those answers under RTI. There are various other ways also. Write letters, take up the cause at the government level, whichever is the initial level to begin with. Take it up to the higher levels. It's only where you feel it is not proceeding any further that you go to the court. Courts are already filled with litigation. Please don't go to the courts without doing your groundwork. And if you do that, courts may impose cost while dismissing your PIL. So don't do that.